there, I'm Vicki McCarthy from Aussie Stampers. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today I have a beautiful box which is a chocolate slider card, and it's made using the tag topper punch and the new Kraft Card Stock, which is lovely and thick. So take a piece of cardstock 2 inches by 11 inches, then score it at 5 3/4 inches and 6 3/8 of an inch. Now you're going to bring in your scallop tag topper punch, and on the long side, which is wider, one side will be wider than the other, so you want that long piece to go in first. Punch that out, and I'm using the Petite Petals stamp set today, that cute little image there, and some Tangelo twist. And I'm inking that up on my Inkpad and just randomly stamping a few flowers at the top of one side, right near the top of the scallop, then turn over and randomly stamp over the entire side of the back. You'll see I misstamped a little bit there because I actually stamped on the scored line, so try and avoid that score line if you can. You'll get a crisper result. And while I have the Inkpad open, I'm going to bring in another thank you stamp set, which says many thanks, and stamp that onto a scrap piece of craft. Then using the large oval punch, I'm going to punch that out. This Kraft cardstock is quite heavy. It's great for making boxes. I love it. Now I need to bring in the 3/4 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to put a little grip here so you can reach in and grip your chocolate to slide it out. Fold along those 2 lines. I've made this quite deep, so as long as your chocolate bar is less than 2 inches, it will fit in widthways, but you could have even 2 chocolate bars would fit. I'm using the Tangelo Twist Satin ribbon. This is the chocolate that I'm using. It's a Cadbury Furry Friends. I think they come in about 6 in a packet, and they're quite economical. That will be all tucked in. And I'm going to cut a couple of pieces of ribbon. The first one is going to go around the outside to tie the box together. Just overlap that. I'm bringing in the Fast Fuse adhesive, which I also love. And I'm going to make a little slider band just by putting some ribbon around lengthways. Just cut that off to the right length. And to adhere that, I'm using the linen thread. Now when you get the linen thread, you need to run your ribbon through it because it has quite a few kinks in it otherwise from where it's been wrapped around the card. So that's a good little tip for you. Now bring in your linen thread and you're going to tie off the top of that Tangelo twist ribbon. And I'm just tying that linen thread in a bow. Push it down so it's nice and close to the top of the chocolate bar and make a bow. You could actually fit 2 chocolate bars in here widthwise. I'm just using 1 today. Cut that off wherever you'd like the length of those tails to be, and it wiggles around a bit, so I'm going to use a glue dot just to make sure. It's quite slippery paper, so I'm just going to pop that under there so it doesn't slide around. And you can see how that just fits inside. And here's the ribbon that we cut earlier. And all I'm going to do to adhere that is to use the Fast Fuse adhesive. So Fast Fuse is a cross between snail and sticky strip. It's tackier than snail and not quite as tacky as sticky strip, but I love using it on my videos because it's so fast. Just adhere that together. And then over that join we'll be placing the embellishment. Bring in your scallop oval punch and some Tangelo twist cardstock and some dimensionals, and you're just going to pop that up on some dimensionals. The Tangelo twist stamps really well on the Kraft cardstock and still has a lovely vivid colour. Take a little while to centre that and a couple more dimensionals on the back. Just adhere that down. Now it will slide in and out at the bottom, so you're going to need to put something around further down to give it a little bit more strength. So some more linen thread is coming in, and I'm tying a bow about 2/3 of the way down the little box. This is a really sweet little gift to give to somebody. You could pop a business card in there as well, because I found that my business card fits perfectly in the back of this as well. So you could give it as a little treat or as a little incentive for somebody. Now another piece of that Tangelo twist ribbon, and this is going through the top of the tag. And the same treatment that we've done with the slider one, I'm just going to tuck that ribbon down out of the way so that I can tie it. I'll just tuck it in. There it goes, tucking that away. And same again. So if you wanted to pop your business card in this, you could give it as a gift to somebody who may be thinking of becoming part of your team. I have some lovely ladies on my team, Aussie Stampers, and if you're interested in joining, please contact me because I'd love to hear from you. I'm always looking for new team members. Let's just tie off the ends of that ribbon. And now I'm bringing in the Petite Petals punch, and using another scrap of that Kraft Card Stock, I'm bringing in my sponge daubers and using the Tangelo twist ink again, I'm going to sponge around the edges. And I love using sponge daubers because it's much neater and tidier than using a sponge. Now I brought in some candy dots too. With your piercing mat, just pop the end of your paper piercer in to make a little divot inside it. And then with the candy dots, I'm using the Bright's candy dots to make a little center for my flower and popping it on with glue dot. And just curve up the petals with your fingers just to finish it off, just so it sits up beautifully. You can see how the mechanism works. Chocolate slides out, chocolate slides back. So that is my little chocolate slider box. It's a fun little gift. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm just going to clean up my grid paper and put some nice Tangelo twist underneath. So if you enjoyed this, I'd appreciate some comments or some likes. It really helps me out, guys. Or hop on over to my Facebook page, Aussie Stampers, and join the conversation over there. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye for now.